Good morning, everyone. This morning we are going to dwell upon an economic subject, very philosophical, knowledgeable thing, eye-opening, a kind of stirring, adage or stirring knowledge provided by Dr. Jagdish Bhagwati of India. He is a professor of Columbia University in USA who has given the title Triple Gullivers. He refers India, China and Japan. If I put them in proper order, then China, Japan and India as triple Gullivers of the world. According to him, these three nations are the biggest, the most advanced, the most burgeoning, the most emerging nation in the world as Gullivers. All of the rest are all Lilliputians. Gulliver, Gulliver means biggest entity, Lilliputian means smallest entity. He has actually given us elaboration why he has actually put China number 1, Japan 2 and India 3 as triple Gullivers of the future, economically speaking. He has given explanation and his explanation is absolutely on the dot, very telling, very efficacious and very persuading explanation. Nobody can deny on this planet who has even a soul towards economic understanding. According to him, number 1, China. He has given the reason that China is a leading Asian entity because China has burgeoning economy in the world. Just about in 1978, when China opened up its portals to the world economy, its number was nowhere. It was a minuscule entity. Economically speaking, nobody cared about China or India. When Nixon was giving a coaching about China and India, when he became the president of America, he retorted to the person who was talking about China and India, and he said, forget about China and India. I don't give a damn about China and India. What is their significance? What is their vitality or importance? Today, China is tailing America very closely and giving America a kind of chill to its spine. America is very much worried, very much concerned. America actually has lost its sleep. China has given a sleep apnea to America because America does not want China ahead of it. And most of the China watchers and most of the, very famous advanced economists have been predicting that within the next decade China would be ahead of America in every realm, comprehensively. Because China's burgeoning economy, China's burgeoning juggernaut means military might, China's technology, Chinese forex and exports. China has loaned, yes, you heard it right. China has loaned $10 trillion to America by investing in treasury bills. And America is able to balance its budget, $10 trillion plus. So now there's a reason for America to be very much worried, very much anxious and concerned about Chinese frog leap, Chinese cat leap, Chinese trajectory, meteoric trajectory. Second is Japan. Second number in Japan in the world, second in China, and Japan is third, but in Asia. China is number 1 and Japan is number 2, India is number 3. Why Japan is given number 2 as a Gulliver by Jagdish Bhagwati? Reasons are this. Second leading Asian economy, only after China. Cutting edge Scientology, burgeoning exports, bulging forex, world-class industry and infra. Japan actually dropped from number 2 to number 3 in 2011 due to the tsunami. Tsunami would not have actually hit Japan. Japan was right after America, number 2 in the world. But in 2011, tsunami destroyed Japanese economy, absolutely turned it into fragments. And China actually took the second rank, and Japan actually dropped itself to third rank. Japanese economy still is second leading Asian economy. Economy is burgeoning. It's about $10 trillion economy. Cutting edge Scientology, Japanese Scientology, you know, is probably number 1 in the world, and burgeoning exports. About 3.5 trillion dollars export that Japan has been making to the world. Burgeoning forex, BOJ, Bank of Japan has $3.5 trillion of budget today, but before 2011 tsunami, it had $5 trillion burgeoning forex, and it spent $1.5 trillion to rebuild, revitalize Japan's infrastructure and economy. World-class industry and infrastructure. Hardly there's any nation which can actually beat Japan in the realm of industry and infrastructure. Jagdish Bhagwati has given third rank to India. Though India is a burgeoning economy, but it's emerging economy, India has lots of problems to resolve. India has lots of tasks to accomplish. India is nowhere in comparison with China or Japan. But nevertheless, they all have been predicting and hoping, wishing that India is definitely going to occupy third rank as a Gulliver within a decade, because its trajectory is furious, fast and furious. It's economic growth, it's a GDP growth, GNP growth, GNH growth, education in population, infrastructure. Every single thing is actually taken care of. Government has been focusing very closely, minutely, tenaciously to turn the nation into a veritable nation of 21st century. Today, there are still lots of virtues that India possesses, and those virtues are going to actually propel India to the apogee from perigee, such as emerging economy. Indian economy has been making a leap very, very tenaciously, very rapidly, and today economic growth, GDP growth is around 6.5%, little lower due to COVID, but in 2010, 11 years ago, Indian GDP was 10.5%. That was burgeoning GDP. Biggest democracy. India is the biggest democracy, second biggest population, means just only 5 billion behind China. So democratically, we are leading nation. Teeming markets. Indian markets are teeming, conspicuous consumption. Indian consumers are consuming conspicuously every single thing with two hands, and actually boosting the market and consumerism to the apogee. Repleting forex. India is around $600 billion in forex, is really satisfying, is really mind-boggling amount of forex, and India has a meteoric growth trajectory. Seems like post-COVID era would be very, very lucrative, very, very profitable for Indian economy to grow, because growth trajectory has been proven trajectory. India has all kinds of potential. India has all kinds of virtues. India has all kinds of characteristics to become one of the one of the most rapid economic nations. So these are the reasons for all three nations, China, Japan, and India, for which Jagdish Bhagwati has actually titled them, given them the sobriquet of Triple Gullivers. Thank you very much for listening. That's all the time we have today. See you again tomorrow. Until then, God bless everyone on this planet. Amen.